we need to find complex conjugate of 2 plus 5i into minus 4 plus 6i. They asked us to find complex conjugate. So what is complex conjugate? First of all, we'll open the brackets by multiplying 2 into minus 4 minus 8, 5 into minus 5 into 6, 30 into I square. I square is nothing but minus of 1. I square is minus. So 30 into minus 1, that is minus 30. Okay. Right. Then 5 into minus 4, 5 4 the 20, so minus 20. Then 5 into minus 6, 5 6 the 30. Right. Okay. After opening the brackets, we know wherever there is I square, we can write minus 1. Okay. Then just simplify and we'll get the answer as minus 38 minus 8. Now, what is the complex conjugate? If a plus ib is the complex number, then complex conjugate will be a minus ib. A minus ib is a complex conjugate. Got it? So we are having plus 8i, we wrote minus 8i, we are having over here, we wrote plus 8i. Okay. Next question. Show that z is equal to 2 plus 11i by 25 and z is equal to minus 2 plus I by 1 minus 2i whole square are conjugate of each other. So we have to show that these two complex numbers are conjugate of each other. So what we have done is we have taken this number z2, this complex number, and we simplified this number. So what is a minus b whole square formula? A minus b whole square formula is nothing but a square minus 2ab plus b square. After using this formula, we open the brackets, we simplified, and then we rationalized. What is rationalization? We are having minus in denominator, so we multiplied and divided by plus. Okay. What we have done is we have taken common minus from numerator and denominator. So we got 2 minus I by 3 plus 4i. Okay. We took minus as common from numerator and denominator and we cancelled it out. After doing that, we are rationalizing. We are having over here dividing with minus. Then we multiplied these two in numerator and denominator. Okay, then what is a plus ib into a minus ib? It is nothing but a square plus b square. Why? Because as a square minus b square, but we are having I square. I square is nothing but minus b plus. Okay, that is why we are putting plus over here. So 9 plus 16. So final answer is 2 minus 11i by 25. This is your Z1. Okay. So we found the conjugate of this. See, over here it is plus and over here it is minus, right? Plus and minus. Why are we getting plus and minus signs? Because they both are conjugate of each other. Z1 and Z2 are conjugate of each. Now, additive inverse. If you add a number with it, you will get 0. Additive inverse of 2 is minus 2. Additive inverse of 4 is minus 2. Additive inverse of minus 3 is 3. So if you add a number to additive inverse, if you add an additive inverse, you will get negative sign. You will get the answer as 0. Okay. So we got this complex number that is root 3 plus 5. It is nothing but root 3 plus 5i. So the additive inverse is nothing but minus of root 3 minus of 5. Okay. So this is our additive inverse. Just need to multiply it with minus to find additive inverse. To find conjugate, we have to change the sign of a complex number. Before the number which is with I, okay, we need to change this sign plus or minus. But to find additive inverse, we are changing both the signs. Got it? We are changing both the signs. Next, multiplicative inverse. What is multiplicative inverse? If you multiply a number with the multiplicative inverse, then we'll get the answer as 1. Like multiplicative inverse of 2 is 1 by 2. We'll get the answer as 1. Multiplicative inverse of minus 4 is 1 by minus 4. Additive inverse of 2 is minus 2, but multiplicative inverse 1 by 2. This is multiplicative inverse. This is additive inverse. Okay. So we need such a number. If we multiply with that number, we will get 1 as the answer. So multiplicative inverse of 7 plus 24 is, what is the multiplicative inverse of 7 plus 24? It is nothing but 1 by 7 plus 24. Okay. Now rationalize, you are having plus sign over here. So what will you do if you are having plus sign over here? You will just put the minus sign. If you put the minus sign and then multiply. So what is a plus ib into a minus ib? A plus ib into a minus ib is nothing but a square plus b square. So 7 square plus 24 square, that will be 625. Then split with the numerator and you will get the answer as 7 by 625 comma minus 24 by 625. Next question. If x plus iy is equal to 1 by 1 I sine theta, then show that 4x square minus 1 is equal to 0. So over here we are using trigonometry formulas. Okay. So we are using sine theta by 2 formula over here, and 1 plus cos theta is equal to this, and sine theta is equal to 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Okay. 1 plus cos theta is equal to 2 cos square theta by 2. After that, we are taking common. What can we take as common? 2 cos theta by 2. 2 cos theta by 2 is taken as common. Then what is left? Cos theta by 2 plus I sine theta by 2. Okay. This is left common. Then what are we doing? We are rationalizing this part. We are rationalizing this part. We are having plus sign over here, so we are multiplying and dividing with minus. Okay. Square theta plus sine square theta will be, this is a plus b into a minus b, right? But this is a plus ib into a minus ib. A plus ib into a minus ib is nothing but a square plus b square. Okay. So cos square theta plus sine square theta is equal to 1. Okay. So this will be cos theta by 2 minus sine theta by 2 by 2 cos theta by 2. Then divide cos and cos 1, sine by cos 10. Okay. After simplifying, we'll get 1 by 2 plus I half tan theta by 2. Now, what did they ask us? They asked us to show 4x square minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. So we know this is x. X is nothing but half. Okay. So if we substitute the value of x in that equation, we'll get 0. Or what we can do is send this 2 to that side, square on both sides, and send that 1 to left hand side, and you will get the same equation. Okay. Now, I hope you have understood this question. If z is equal to 2 minus 3i, then show that z square minus 4z plus 13 is equal to 0. Given that z is equal to 2 minus 3i. Okay. So z minus 2 is equal to minus 3i. Square on both sides. After squaring on both sides, simplify and you will get the answer. Z minus 2 whole square is equal to minus 3i whole square. Open the squares and you will get the final answer. Next, find the least positive integer n which satisfies this. So 1 plus I by 1 minus I whole power n is equal to 1. Given that 1 plus I power n by 1 minus I is equal to 1. Okay. Now what are we doing is we are rationalizing. We are having denominator, we are having minus. So we are multiplying and dividing by plus. Then what will happen? A plus into a minus ib is equal to a square plus b square. Right? Then we are having 1 plus I whole square in numerator. So we'll get 1 plus 1 in denominator and 1 plus I square plus 2i in numerator. Now, plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled out because I square is minus 1. What is I square? I square is minus 2i by 2 whole power n is equal to 1. 2 and 2 gets cancelled out. I power n is equal to 1. Then n could be anything. What is n? When will I power I will be positive? If I power 2 is there, if I square is minus 1, but I power 4 is, what is I power 4? I power 4 will be I power whole square power square, right? And I square whole square is, what is I square? I square is minus 1 whole square. Minus 1 whole square is 1. Okay. So what is the value of n? The value of n is 4, 8, 12 till. Okay. This is the rhythm going on. Now, if z is equal to cos theta comma sin theta, then find this. Given that cos theta plus sin theta. So what is the equation? Z is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. Cos theta plus I sin theta. So we know the value of z over here. Now what is 1 by z? 1 by z is nothing but 1 by cos theta plus I sin theta. Whenever you see something in denominator, which is in addition or subtraction, remember the rule, you need to rationalize. We are having positive sign over here. We will just multiply and divide with a negative sign. After multiplying and dividing with negative sign, we'll get what is a plus ib in a plus ib into a minus ib, a square plus b square. So denominator will be cos square plus sine square. What is cos square plus sine square? Cos square theta plus sine square theta is equal to 1. And what is left in the numerator? Cos theta plus cos theta minus I sine theta. Okay. Now, subtract Okay, after subtracting minus cos theta gets cancelled out. Square theta plus I sin theta plus I, that will be 2I. Now if z is equal to minus I and z is equal to minus 1 and z is equal to minus I, then find z1 comma z. I will explain this question. Okay, question number 14, 15, 16 I will explain afterward because we need to understand that concept. Okay, the modulus and amplitude form of plus root 3I. Okay, model. So first we'll find. So this is the equation given to us. X plus IY is equal to I 1 plus root 3 I. X is 1 is root 3. Then what is R? R is nothing but root of x square plus y square. That is R is equal to value of x is 1, value of R is 2, value of y is root 3. Okay, x, R and y. Now what is cos theta? Cos theta is x by r. Sin theta is equal to y by r. Substitute and get the values. Theta lies in which quadrant now? Theta lies between in first quadrant, right? Because values are positive. We have seen from 0 to 90, right? What is the value of theta? Pi by 3. What is pi by 3? 180 by 3 is nothing but 60. Theta is 60. Now modulus form. So we got x, these two values. Now modulus form is nothing but r into, what is the value of r? The value of r is 2. What is the value of cos theta? Cos pi by 2, pi by 3, and theta. Instead of theta, we are substituting pi by 3 because we know from this the value of theta is pi by 3. And because we are intermediate now, we have left that class 10th, we must be able to, instead of writing 60-degree, we must learn to write it like this. Up now, we should write the angle as pi. Okay, instead of writing 60. So we are writing pi by 3. What is the value of pi? The value of pi is 180. Okay, the value of pi is 180 degree. Clear? Let's say they have given you the complex numbers in these form. R cos theta, sorry, it's not cos theta, it is sin, CIS. Okay, it is not cos. Okay, R1 cis theta, R2 cis theta 2. Then Z1 into Z1, the multiplication of these two complex number will be R1 into R2 cis theta 1 plus theta 2. You have learned cos theta, but this is cis theta. R1 into R2 cis theta 1 plus theta 2. Similarly, Z1 R1 by R2 into cis theta 1 minus theta 2, and multiply cis 1, cis 2 and cis 3 is cis into theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3. And 1 by cos theta plus I sin theta is equal to cos. This is one of the property. Then omega square. Okay, I cube. 1 is 1. You know what is 1. But omega, the value of omega is nothing. Omega is minus 1 plus root 3 I by 2. What is the value of omega? Minus 1 plus root 3 I by 2. The value of omega square is minus 1 minus root 3 I by 2. And omega cube is 1. The value of omega cube is 1. Of 1 omega and omega square is 1 omega square is equal to 0. We have done one question related to this in intermediate first year. I asked you to just remember the formula. Plus omega square is equal to 0 and omega cube is equal to 1.